Welcome back to the Black and Gold Report. We're out here at Taylor Track on the campus of UNCP with head track and field coach Gary Aycock. Coach, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Go ahead and walk us through this preview of the track and field events.
So in the triple jump, there's 3 phases to it: hop, step, and a jump. So that's the basis of triple jump: hop, step, and jump. Now, what people don't realize in the triple jump is, in order to really be good at triple jump, the one thing is to stay low, 2 things is to get a split between the legs, and the 3rd thing is to push your feet back down to the ground. Another thing about triple jump is arms. There's many ways to do the arms, but the biggest thing is that the arms are really a reflection of what the body's doing and reactionary in a sense. I think he's going to do a double salto here, and it really designed to help you get off the ground, but they're more reactionary than anything else. Here we teach to start the approach with a skip. Can you start that with a skip? So here we teach them to start with a skip, which will allow you to zero in on the board easier and better. And you also go further. But that's what we do. Here we have an extra start with a skip, which gives them more command. That way, if they're short of the board, we increase the intensity of the skip. If they're over the board, we decrease the intensity of the skip to zero in on, instead of moving back and forth, 1 foot, 2 feet, and things like that.
Okay, here we have Joel Johnson, a sophomore for us, who runs cross country and track and field. And what I really try to encourage with the distance athlete is running efficiency, which relates to running economy. And I have the athletes concentrate on not having their hands go past center line of the body, thumbs lightly touching the waistband, knees slightly lifted, and hips tucked underneath the body. That eliminates the back kick, and again, that adds to the runner's efficiency. Again, with training for the distance athlete in track and field, it's quite similar yet quite different than the cross country season, which we compete in the fall. Joel is a mid-distance racer, races distances from 800 meters to 3K, and we'll this season jump up to 5K for a couple of events. And anyway, Joel right now with his training, he's just coming off an aerobic phase, and we'll probably max him out at about 70 to 75 miles per week. Prior to starting our interval phase. But again, with the running form, I try to, in practice, when they're either easy runs, interval work, rep work, or our intense speed work, I have them constantly reminding them about their running form. Joel's quite an efficient runner and is running pretty well for us this year. Well, within our program with cross country and track and field, for those athletes that compete in both, we use cross country to build on track weaknesses and track to build on cross country weaknesses, and really try to build the complete runner. The difference with track versus cross country, I really take a more pace specific approach with track and field training, where cross country is go with the pack. We know who we're staying with in a large race field. The race fields in an 800, a 1500, 5K, 10K aren't going to be as large as we see in some of our larger cross country meets. So learning to pace, learning to split well each lap is what we focus on. A lot of they're getting their splits called all the time to make sure that they know what pace they need to be running in practice. So when the gun goes off in their specific track event, they know what pace they should be running to meet their goal race pace. In track and field, I like to have our athletes, if they're not leading the race or of course winning the race, within 100 meters we should be in striking distance. If we have that ability to win the race, to again be in that striking distance to come across the line in first place. But again, teaching strategy in track and field is quite different than cross country. We try to run on the inside of all the turns. We try to, again, keep in striking distance with those athletes that we feel that we are as good and as good as the athletes that we're coaching in the race, and again, staying in touch with those that are a bit faster, so if we have the chance to make a move at the end to win a race, we can do that.
And when we come back, we're going to go to the second part of the track and field preview, so stay tuned.
At the University of North Carolina at Pembroke, our student athletes find balance between their academic and athletic activities. With graduation rates higher than the national average, our athletes excel in academics and have won the Peach Belt Conference President's Academic Award twice in the last 4 years. Since 2009, 43 athletes have been named NCAA All-Americans, and last year, 40 made all conference. Catch their winning spirit and support the Braves.